Administrative decision. Minfilia seems to loath to put you to further trouble so soon after your last great exertion. You must be very wary. You must be wary. Just wary. You must be wary, Firemac. And now may very well be your only chance to Antecedent. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. The royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah, in honor of Ishgar's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek the share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek the pretext to meet with their Spartans while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press Ishgar's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Mumbrita, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Wonder why she's sighing. Curious, I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Oh, we're gonna talk to Tataru? We're gonna talk to her? We're gonna see what's wrong? We're gonna see what's wrong with the little potato girl? Potato girl? Potato? A potato? A potato? Yeah. Oh, wait, I went too far. Oh, she's gone. Oh, she is gone. She left. She abandoned post. Everyone freaking panic. Tataru's is conspicuous by her absence. Really? I had to do that? Just for that? I mean, we could have figured out real fast. Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Alright, so where is she? She's up above? Oh boy. Oh, there she is. Mikoto girl. Mikoti girl. Hanging out with the little cat girl. Oh, Firemac, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Ah, you always know what to say, Firemac. I'm glad we had this little chat. I don't think I said anything. Well, that was fast. Hey, Tataru. My mind is made up. I forgot what Tataru's deal is here. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject with what all the recent excitement, but Firemac made me realize there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. Had an itch. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Coltonnet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself and others. More importantly, when I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Oh, I think I vaguely remember this. Whoa, hey! That's the first I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on a patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of the capable kind, of course, would be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. That was it? Neat. I guess he was just flavor text. Oh, she's got 2 for me. An unexpected ambition. And where we are needed. What? Okay, we're just gonna go with one at a time. Manipulate is at a loss for words. The power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Oranger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanema. Arcanema? Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa? Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. I gotta go to freaking Limsa Lominsa now? Ugh. Ah. What? Who am I supposed to talk to here? Are they downstairs? Firemac, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thubirgium's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Ugh. Alright, so I forgot all about this little filler nonsense. Tataru's just gonna do a bunch of different odd jobs. Until she ends up giving up. I'm pretty sure she gives up and chooses something else. I guess spoilers, but whatever. It's not important. Okay, if it isn't Firemac, what brings you to the guild? So you are acquainted with your newest member. An arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 Kates. Doubtless you can recall receiving similar training under Kalihia supervision? That occurs to me. Why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and your familiarity with the task, I think you the ideal choice. You need to only head to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate, as before, and observe at a distance. To the Zephyr Gate we go. Shit, you know what? Why not? Well, let's just go as my summoner. That's not the summoner. That's my summoner. Okay. Zephyr Gate, let's go. Yep. Surveying. Wherever could Tataru be? There's the crates, but I see no Tataru. What is she doing? She is doing awful. Oh, where Azure sees the pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the last whom none could fool. Oh my god, I don't know what kind of beats it's supposed to be. Beat 'em with the backdraft, gut 'em with the gust, deck 'em with the downburst. Go, Carmichael, go! Oh, are those crates I spy? And this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Awkward pause there. Carbuncle? Freaking Carbuncle ditched her. Oh, what? I did not get to read that. It went by way too fast. Come back, Carbuncle, come back! Oh, we didn't get to... I was kind of hoping I get to fight them. Where is she? There she is. I should have known you'd come, Firemac. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. And I forgot an extra either. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Turbygym of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanina, like so much else, is beyond me. think they cut out some extra stuff here, because I think she was supposed to try out some other guilds. Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thubergheim. Abysmally, as Firemac will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist, wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanema. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, Mistress Thubergheim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Cool. Okay, now Tataru has a quest. Ancient Ways, Timeless Wants. Tataru is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Alright, the Coast of the Soul we go. I'm gonna keep my summoner gear on for a little bit longer until we're done with this Tataru business here. Yeah, might as well summon Carbuncle. This freaking cord is in my way. Give me a second. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. Oh, you're in swimsuit gear now. Okay. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are so coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. What fortune! I've already found one! Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Stand guard as Tataru harvests pearls. We shall protect you. I shall summon my chocobo as well. Oh. We're actually supposed to go over here. Standing watch. As our back is completely turned to Tataru. We are protecting you. There you are. And I have not used Summoner in forever. But I'm sure I did something. Well fought, Firemac! Well fought! I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. A name for the reddish hue, They were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of it's sort of the power to defend myself and other people. In a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flahamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the scions in the Lominsa markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Zones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent, and tell her that she needn't to worry about me. Farewell, Firemac, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Was that some foreshadowing just now? I think that might have been some foreshadowing just now. Ta-ta for now, Tataru. Ta-ta. Wait, what's going on? What was that look for? That was ominous. Alright, we're going back to our paladin. Alright. Rising tones, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Entrance to the Solar. Welcome home, Firemac. I gather you found Tataru in Linz of Lominsa. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. While it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Where we are needed, Minfilia is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hori Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I have, as of yet, been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at the present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? I mean, I hate it, but I'll do it. Generous is to a fault. I thank you, Firemac. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around in order to take in etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we asked the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hori Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are still talking. You truly are a pillar of strength, Firemac. Hori Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. God damn it! That could have been like 3 dialogue boxes shorter. Hey, Colton, what you doing? Nope, crap. I was trying to talk to Colton. Guess not. Ah, Firemac, it is true that you agreed to lend us a hand. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonet? Our misfortune has become a blessing, and an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Firemac, we would have you Attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Firemac, in spirit we shall be together every step of the way. Cool. This feels like filler right now. Goddamn Camp Tranquil. You can kind of get why Tataru Quest was not... I guess only because they were seen in the Tataru Quest. It's probably the only reason why we're doing this. At last, the science man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isomhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Where are we going? Where the heck are we going? Where the heck? What? Like, what? Okay, over there. Doom, boom, dum, 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 boom. We are in the lunar whale. Da-da-dum. Okay. Unsettled scholar. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at the appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. We got a social distance, yo. Standing watch, standing watch. We are standing watch. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. And, yeah, you're dead. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome, though. If I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. Oh, shut up. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, snake mold awaits, shall we? You are a piece of garbage. Yeah, we don't need to teleport for this one. Alright, you butt. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. I would love to just let you get eaten right now, because I don't like your tone, mister. I just don't like your tone. Huzzah! And huzzah! And huzzah! I used more flashy moves that time. You like that? Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected, though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, strange, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. I hate you. You are annoying. Alright, we're going. Oh, well, you know, I probably could have used teleport. But ba bam bam ba dee bee ba do ba ba dee dee da do 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 dee dee da 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 dee dee da da do dee do da da dee da da dee da da do do do. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Man, I don't need this. Whatever. I'm just gonna put my back to you so someone can sneak by and just kill you. Huzzah! And huzzah! Kill this rando. This data should prove invaluable to... Ye gods! What is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, the camp tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. I hate you. I really do. I just want to just stab you, get it over with, and say, oopsie, I guess I failed. I let this one die. Oops. And just move on. You chose to paddle in the ichor a while longer, I take it? No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Oh no! No! We still have to talk to you! The least among us. Who had better to serve the science of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's font. The ambient aether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant! Yes? No? Don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Alright, this one I will teleport. What is this quest called? The Least Among Us? Yeah. I hate that I have these quests are mandatory. This is such a side quest, freaking quest, man. Oh, and I just forced myself to go the long way. Okay, fine. Settle scholar. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh, this one gets a cutscene. Joyous day. Yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else. Something else. Oh, I just remembered why this was a thing. Oh, I just remembered why we have to do this quest now. Scion, come here! I need you! It's freaking Wilred. Freaking dead. Fear not, my friends! Help has arrived! There you are, Firemac. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one. No. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Firemac. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I. You know what, Hori Boulder? You alright. You and Colton, you're both alright. You good chaps. We spoke a few times in Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters here to us, Firemac. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the Enten Senate at once. I've never been this close to a oh gods. Yeah, screw you, Scholar. Get traumatized. I hated you. Go freaking sock. Let's advance the freaking plot. We got 4 more quests before we're done with A Realm Reborn anyway. I will not be ending my stream until I hit that point. So we're in this for the long haul. Firemac, you returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Chafe? Is that the word? Wildred dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wildred's family. Gods! He was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? A time to every purpose. While others look forward to the impending royal banquet, Minfilia cannot help but look to the past. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean Alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and the Asians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the Primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were brought at a terrible price. Yeah. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is at a bitter ashes in my mouth. It is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Oh, I think this might be voiced. Oh, nope. The sudden music change made me think so. Off to the big soiree, Firemac. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? By the Navigator, Wildred's dead? Gods damn it! They must know they've been rumbled. I mean, Sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems the fair bit o' coins made its way into the Braze's coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium, a daft name for a business if I ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find a common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of our businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods know how many men of the first and third are taking Telegi's coin, but now we know some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wildred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. God damn me. So I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. Of a drunk. No, he's cleverer than this. He's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. And Firemac, mind yourself when you're in Ulda, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind will sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Right, which quest is this? I lost track of what quest I'm on. The time for every purpose. Okay, and this one is about to end. Oh, dude, is it time for that already? Oh crap, it might be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Let me see, Yastola, what's up, Yastola? If I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. Is that? No, just my imagination. Oh, pay no attention to me. 'Tis a habit of mine from my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. It's a banquet, and there'll definitely be food. But will there be also dancing? If there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on full stomach is no fun, but neither is being hungry. What to do? I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly the Antecedents escort, after all. We have been waiting for you, Firemac. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momody just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Okay, cool. We still got it. Okay. Come but not gone. A hero must go wherever he is needed. And according to Minfilia, you are needed elsewhere. We will go on ahead, Firemac. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momody, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Wait, what? Dancred, are you moving in on Momody? Also, crap! I gotta talk to Momody! Which means I gotta pull out that voice. Why did I give her such a complicated voice? Well, complicated for me. Like, I'm not exactly the guy that just pulls out accents out of nowhere. Alright, Momody. I appreciate you dropping in on such notice, Firemac, honey. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time, sugar. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alianne, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give your message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance, honey. Meet me at the station west of the coffer coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love, honey. Alright, so... Okay. Alright. Yeah. Okay, God damn it. There. So this is Come But Not Gone. Okay. There's 2 more quests after this. Waiting. As soon as you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Cleaning your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alianne. Oh, she's dead too, isn't she? Continue waiting for Alianne. Oh man, she's dead too. Oh, they killed her too, didn't they? Oh, damn it, man. Straining your ears to listen, you hear for the chatter of Cocoon and the buzzing of syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Faint light. Firemac, is that you? What brings you out this way? Freaking Laurentius. Are you one of the trustworthy ones? Not sure. I am freaking sus of you, dude. Though I did recruit you personally. Maybe you'll be one of the good ones. Lieutenant Alianne? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet, captain's orders. You understand? Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Olda, Firemac. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. Yup. Yup, there it is. He's one of the bastards. He's one of the bastards, I can tell.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Oh gosh. Someone's burping. I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alienne. What's the matter? No appetite, sugar? So, she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist's vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping though, sugar. Anyway, no use worrying about Alienne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of, honey. Besides, you got more important things to think about, sweetheart. The parting glass. Judging by Momody's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that, while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did, sugar. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Honey? Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers, sugar baby. What are you waiting for? Go on then, go! Oh, I meant to stop the recording for a second. Well, okay, whatever.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
Mr. Emmerich's there. So is Alpha now?
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
It did not sound serious.